Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we are in Palm Coast, Florida, which is on the Atlantic side, the east side of Florida. And what we're doing is installing a yard drain because of the hurricane and also just natural heavy rains. This backyard floods really bad. So again, really straightforward job, something the homeowner could do themselves. This is pretty long and extensive, but still something that you could do yourself. Let's take a look. Really a straightforward job. We're going to put a sump pit over here. That's where our sump basin is going to go. And then we're going to trench along the foundation right down to the footer. We're going to install the easy flow system, which is the French drain gravel perforated pipe. And then we're going to reseal the wall. He's had this sealed by the painter. As you can see, he's had this sealed by the painter, but it didn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is, number one, it's still above the floor. And it's not below the floor. And the biggest reason is there's no drainage here. So water just continues to flood up and through the wall, right at the base of the footer, underneath of the slab, and that gets pressure, water comes up into the floor. A couple of things. If you have a sprinkler and irrigation system and you're building your house, do not let them put these valve controls with the T's that feed the valves right up against the foundation. This is an extremely difficult area to dig, and of course you can see the root system that's been growing here is growing right up through and under the stucco into under the floor, causing water damage. So this isn't that it's difficult to dig through, but it's a real straightforward problem. You can see the bottom of the footer. Let's take a look. So in order for this system to work properly, it's two parts. The biggest part is getting some type of drainage down here along the footer. This is footer, okay? And there's the bottom of the footer right there. We don't want to be below that. We're going to put our pipe right along here. It'll go just underneath of the sprinkler valve control lines. Like I said, they're definitely in a bad spot. Do not let your irrigation guys do this. They took advantage of new construction when this was, exposed, so they didn't have to dig. But again, here's the footer. Drainage has to be below the floor. Floor level is right here. That's the bottom of the floor. Drainage must be below the floor for your system to work. Second part is we're going to clean off this wall. And you can see somebody actually put tar on here. That's what this is. That's tar. Tar will not work. It's really a bad thing to put on your wall. And we have to clean all that off. And then we'll clean off the wall, get it nice and smooth and clean again. And we'll apply our liquid rubber, and that'll solve this problem. Remember, once you've got your footer pipe installed and you've sealed the wall, you still need a place for that water to discharge. So over here where Chuck's digging, we're going to install a sump basin. And you can see the basin, how deep it is. It's 2 feet deep. You can see the nipple on the side. That will accept the footer pipe as it runs across at the footer level right into the sump basin. The sump pump is going to lift it up and we'll send it straight out here to the street. Excavating. As you're excavating, it just needs to be a shovel wide, and we're right at the bottom of the footer. We don't want to be under the footer, we just want to be right along the side. You can see where, I had the tunnel underneath of these sprinkler systems. Again, really a poor installation from whoever installed this because it's right up against the foundation. And if this were to break, this is a very difficult repair with these T's. You kind of have to take them all apart. There's 4 of them in order to make a repair. So people, please don't let your irrigation company do this. Again, it's working fine, but if there's ever a problem, it's going to be costly. So next we're going to go ahead and you can see we've already excavated the trench. Now we're going to go ahead and get this tar off the wall. And you can see somebody thought they could seal this. And this is actually a roofing tar. The wet and dry stuff that you put on your roof when it's wet to seal a leak. That will never work on a foundation wall, ever. And now we've got to take all that off and clean the wall. Then we'll apply our liquid rubber compound, which is actually a Blackjack number 57. And it makes a rubber coating right up against the wall and underneath of the stucco where the stucco meets the footer, the block itself. So perfect seal. Remember, the secret is to get your drainage in below the floor. It will not work if you're above the floor. So you've got to be deep enough that water can get into the system. In other words, water is rising up. It's not coming from the top. It's rising up from the bottom. And that's where water comes in. As the groundwater rises, it just floats right through this wall. Pressure builds, and all of a sudden you've got a leak inside. Normally you'll see it by a window because there's so much weight coming down from the second story, or even a one story. There's so much weight coming down, and sure, they distributed the weight, but it's still a very weak area right there underneath the window. So as you come into your basin, we're going to drill a hole. Even though we've got a nipple there, it's a little bit too high. We'll drill a new hole to accept the pipe, the footer pipe, and then you can see I've laid out the discharge line. It's 1.5 inch PVC. We'll cut the sod off and we'll discharge right over there by the walk. Okay, so we're going to drill the inlet. This is allowing that water from the footer to come down through the trench and enter into the sump basin. There's a 4-inch hole saw. Four-inch hole, which will accept our pipe as it comes down from the footer. You can see a nice 4-inch hole. Bring that water right into the sump basin. And from the sump basin, we'll put a pump down on the bottom. It's going to lift it up. We'll drill another hole through the side of the basin here, and it'll connect to our 1.5 inch, which is going to be trenched, all the way out and discharge at the sidewall. Next, we're going to go ahead and clean off this foundation, this footer and foundation. We just take the garden hose and spray it off. We'll come back and get those little bit of feeler roots off of there as well. But we need to clean this whole trench off all the way down to the sump basin. So again, with your garden hose, hopefully you've got some good pressure. You want to get as much dirt off of there as possible. It usually comes straight off, no worries. And then you come back and you pull out any of the little feeler roots that have gotten up underneath of there. That stuff that's not coming off with the hose, that's the old tar. That's stuck on there. Doesn't need to come off. We wanted to get the bulk of that tar where they tried to put it underneath of the stucco and the block. That just will not work at all. We got all that off. So we'll go ahead and take care of this, cleaning it off real quick. So now we're going to drill the 2-inch hole. This is the discharge. So this is a 2-inch hole. This is going to be the exact outer diameter of the 1.5 inch pipe. So again, that 2-inch hole, wherever it is, is the exact outer diameter. You can see how easily that slides right into the pit. That's going to be our discharge as it comes out from the sump pump. It'll 45 and go right down the trench. Okay, so we're hooking up the discharge line from the sump pump. We've got a riser that comes up and a check valve. Remember, that allows water to flow only one direction. It has a little arrow on it. Then we have another riser, comes up to a 90, and 1.5 inch PVC comes out. Hook up this 45, and we'll continue to lay this down the trench. Okay, out here at the end of the discharge line, what we're doing is we're going to put on a 3-inch 90. You can see a 3-inch 90. And this is actually an adapter that goes from 1.5 inch schedule 40 PVC to 3-inch thin wall. And this is available at plumbing supply stores, not at Lowe's. You will not find this at Lowe's or Home Depot. So we're going to go ahead and glue that up. It slides right in. Next, we're going to go ahead and glue the adapter. Get some glue on there. And we'll hook that right onto our 1.5 inch PVC. So rather than the pop-up, what we're doing is we're going to put a grate on here, and we'll secure that grate because that pump's got a lot of pressure. It would just blow the pop-up right up off of there. So we'll put a screw in the side here to hold down this grate as well. So again, if you tune in on our live broadcast starting in February, I'm going to show you all kinds of different things that will help you on your installation. Again, this is the discharge line from the sump pump, and it's coming all the way up to the sump pit up there by the homeowner. And basically, you can see we've put a couple of set screws in here to help hold this grate on, because that will pop off of there because it's under pressure. So again, when you're applying your liquid rubber, it's real important to get underneath of the stucco. You can see how there's a little ridge there from the stucco, and you got to get this liquid rubber up underneath. Yeah, so you paint it like you're putting it under a ledge. Try not to get any dirt on your brush, because it'll come right off if you do. But that's looking a lot better. Nice and thick, good coating. And you can see we've done the whole wall. It's looking really good. Easy drain. And you can see it right here. It's NDS is the manufacturer. Easy drain. And this is 4-inch pipe. What it is perforated pipe surrounded by the styrofoam peanuts. This works exactly the same way as gravel. And you can see the voids between each piece of styrofoam. If there was gravel, there would be voids between the gravel. As water floods up into your system, because we're picking up groundwater. As groundwater floods up, it goes through those voids, enters the perforated pipe, which is inside here, and then it's carried away. Real simple. Been done for years. Romans did it. I mean, it's not a new idea. So you can see with the little M53, 1/3 of a horsepower, that water really shoots out of the system quite well. We've got all the sod back on. These guys are backfilling along the foundation. We'll grade that off and we'll be all done. This is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. Hey, Chuck here with Apple Drains. You know, we've got our offices in Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina, as well as Orlando and Miami, Florida. And we are looking for more people to join our family. If you're looking for a great business opportunity and you're in Memphis or in Nashville, I do more live help in those two cities than anywhere in the U.S. If you're looking for that great business opportunity, please check out the website, learn about our franchises, and join the nation's #1 rainwater drainage team